Netflix has just released a new trailer for Squid Game Season 2, revealing a lot of important details. We even got a glimpse of the new main characters in the series. That's what we'll discuss here today on Charlie Tales. I'll be sharing curiosities and secrets from the new Squid Game Season 2 trailer. Eddie, let's go. The trailer begins with Gehan entering the Squid Game. Just like last season, he's photographed at the start. Comparing this photo with the one from the beginning of the series, we see how the main character has completely changed. He was once an innocent man, but now he's a broken character bent on revenge. It's also confirmed that he'll re-enter the game with the number 4556, the same he used before. But perhaps the most interesting part is that in this scene with the photos, we see several of the new main characters. For instance, there's this young woman. How do I know she'll be important? She's played by actress Jo Yuri, a well-known South Korean singer who was part of the group IZONE. K-pop fans will likely recognize her. Netflix announced some time ago that she joined the cast, so it won't be a small role. In the same teaser, we see her character in the doll game, and I'm pretty sure she's the girl locked behind the door at the end. I don't know what's happening here, but it'll likely be impactful and she will be a protagonist. Now we have the official return of the iconic doll from the first season. In that game, players had to walk and stop with precision. If they failed, the doll would detect them and guards would shoot them. Once again, the games start with this event, but this time Gehan tries to help the players so no one dies. Unfortunately, he fails and the massacre ensues, but it wasn't as bad as last time. In this frame, from the same teaser, we can see the end of the game with the bodies of those who failed, and it's fewer than last season. Gehan's help did make a difference. At the start of the doll game, Gehan walks beside a player wearing number 390. This man isn't a stranger. He appeared in the first season, specifically in episode 1. He's Gehan's friend who went with him to bet on horse races. His gambling addiction probably led him into debt and ended up in the Squid Game. Gehan will try to help him survive, and it seems he'll succeed, because later in the voting to exit the game, we see him voting to escape, so he'll at least survive the doll game. That's confirmed. In the same scene, we have a girl who moves because of a bee. She unintentionally starts the massacre, but the important part is the guy who warned her about the bee. This young man with purple hair will be a significant character in the season. I know this because he's played by actor Choi Sung-hyun, known artistically as Top. He's a popular South Korean actor and singer who was part of the group Big Bang and has appeared in Korean series and films. Hardcore K-pop fans will surely recognize. Also, in another scene of the trailer, we see his character fighting another player, and we can recognize him by the purple hair. This confirms he'll survive the doll game and play a more significant role later. After the doll game, we move to the dormitory, where the administrators offer the players a chance to cancel the games or continue. We saw this voting mechanic last season. If most players agree, the games are canceled. This time, Gehan tries to convince everyone to escape, but fails. He even admits that he's played before, but we don't know why he rejoined. In previous trailers, we saw that Gehan voluntarily entered the game. He wasn't physically forced. There's a scene where he willingly gets into the limousine. My theory is that maybe the administrators kidnapped Gehan's daughter, and he entered the game to rescue her. What do you think? In the same scene, there's an older man yelling at Gehan, wanting to continue the games. This character doesn't appear again in the trailers, but I'm 100% sure he'll be significant. He's the typical annoying character everyone hates in series, and these characters usually end up dying in horrible ways. I don't think he'll be super important, but we'll probably see him in several games and have some scenes before he dies. Another crucial detail is that during the voting, players are given stickers showing their choice. This never happened in the first season, where they only pressed a button to vote. In various scenes in the trailer, we can see players still wearing these stickers. I think the administrators will use these stickers to divide players into teams. These stickers must serve a purpose, otherwise it wouldn't make sense to show them throughout the competition. In a previous trailer, we saw a game with 2 colored circles. Zooming in, we can see players wearing the stickers. Now it all makes sense. Most likely players, this will be divided into teams based on their chosen stickers, with each team entering a different circle. Back in the recent teaser, there's a scene where players are revolting and yelling at the guards, who then fire to regain control. If we look closely, this scene occurs in the same area as the Rainbow Circles game. Something important will happen here. Maybe the players will try to revolt, and many will die. We see this because there's also a scene showing guards shooting players from both teams. In the background of both scenes, we can see blue cloud drawings. It all takes place in the Rainbow Circles game. In another scene, we see the police officer from the first season entering the island with several agents. Last season, this officer infiltrated the Squid Game to find his missing brother, eventually discovering his brother was the game's organizer. It ended with him being shot falling off a cliff, and no one knew if he survived. This scene confirms he did. and he's back with reinforcements. It's clear the police will ambush the Squid Game. In a previous trailer we saw, there are scenes of guards defending themselves against an armed attack. I'm 100% certain there will be a battle between the two groups, police versus guards. I want to pay special attention to these two characters, a man and an older woman beside him. I'm sure they'll be important because they appear in several scenes in the trailer. There's even a scene where they hug as if they're saying goodbye. I'm almost certain he calls her mom in this scene. Get your tissues ready because these two will star in a new heart-wrenching story. Perhaps on par with Ollie's death in Season 1, nothing more painful than a mother and son saying goodbye. Another key character will likely be this woman in the photo scene. She has an evil expression, and she appears again later during the voting. She presses the button to continue playing, and her face shows pleasure. I think she's an emotionally disturbed, perhaps even sadistic person. Remember, the voting happens after the doll game, meaning many people died horribly by then, but she looks thrilled to keep playing. The teaser also introduces a new game. In one scene, we see several players locked behind metal doors with numbers on them. It's unclear what this game entails, but this scene connects with another one where guards have caused a massacre. Behind this guy, we can see the same doors I mentioned before. This game will be brutal. I'm sure it's the second or third game, since there are still many players alive. That's all for the day. If you liked the video, you'd really help me out by leaving a like. That would be legendary. Also, remember to subscribe XMax to see more videos like this. Thanks for watching XMax. See you in the next video.